because I'm thinking, hold up. Maybe you're right on that because, hey.
Praise famous maybes.
Take a shot every time I say maybe.
Yeah. It's so funny.
But
you want to try him? You got to try me.
It's definitely funny, though. Yeah, anyways, whatever. Fire story is probably good to go. I was going to ask you, I guess welcome back to B tier before I even get to that, I guess.
Has any of you guys been on fire?
Yes.
I figured you have.
Why'd you ask,
I had a 50-50 with him, but I had a 90-90 with
It's like a kitchen thing, huh?
Yeah.
No.
I imagine you just being so high, you're like, do another one, you just tip over, you burn yourself.
No. It wasn't even that. It was like jumping through fires. And
I should have guessed.
Happened to have caught on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you jump through fire?
I got dared to.
Oh, okay.
You know, I had to do it.
You ever walked down like the hot coals before?
I've done that too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That hurts.
That does hurt, but I've done it.
Yeah. I'm always scared like my skin is gonna like melt in one of them and then it's gonna peel off.
You just gotta go quick.
Yeah, but it's just crazy.
Go quick.
When we were kids, like, I was probably like 9, and you know when you like, I don't know if you ever done this where you actually drop a carbonated drink in the fire pit? And then the heat gets all bubbly and it explodes.
No, I've done that with lighters though, and that's dangerous.
Yeah.
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 I can figure that would be.
Everyone's running.
Because like
Firecracker.
yeah,
Those are fun.
I was like 9 when one of my friends actually did that, and we're like, oh, and my mom was like, I guess that's dumb and like it's pollution and all that stuff, and then like, yeah, like I don't know. Anyways, we're sitting there, we're like, what's gonna happen? And we're like, poof, we're like, whoa, because we're 9. And then my mom was like rolling her eyes and mad at us, so we thought like we did like something like really bad.
Yeah.
So then later we we were camping and stuff, and my mom went to bed. Yeah, my mom went to bed at the camper.
Yeah,
and then we just lined the inside of the fire pit.
48 cans of Mountain Dew later.
a 12-pack of Mountain Dew, and then we're 9, so we're behind the lawn chairs as protection. It's just popping there, but it's still
more explosion than the fizz after some Mentos and Diet Coke, dude. Like, that's crazy.
We're expecting shrapnel from the cans to come at us, but none of it.
The metal aluminum slashing tires at the distance.
That's when you drop like 50 lighters in there, and then you'll have shrapnel. They're flying everywhere.
I don't know.
You might just be dropping grenades at that point.
You might
just
have
bullets.
Yeah.
A handful.
You might have had lighters when you were 9, but I didn't.
Country Russian roulette. You're just throwing bullets in the fire.
Seeing which way they ricochet. Yeah.
Run and duck.
Did you guys go camping when you were kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Camper or camping tent?
Tent.
Okay, we did both.
I never had a camper.
Yeah.
Never had a camper either.
Yeah, we did the tent, and then
my dad has an RV now, and I was like, where was it?
Yes,
My
glamping. We love glamping.
Yeah, my step grandpa would say it's camping, but he also had a camper, and it was like one of those ones that could extend out even further, and it would be like a whole camp, like a setup.
Ours was like we had
not
a TV.
Really camping. Yeah, exactly.
My mom, we had one rule that like we weren't allowed to be in the camper unless it's raining or if it's after dark. Otherwise, we had to be outside and stuff. But
yeah, the game of the 90s outside.
Yeah.
What?
But
he doesn't remember that one.
What is that?
Might be before his time.
Oh, guys, my landlord texted me back. Okay, here we go. You just have to contact someone at the city. Okay.
I'll call him right now. I'm calling the mayor.
All that build up.
You have more patience than I do.
What? Oh,
thanks, Sherlock Holmes. No, the lady who yelled at me said the same thing.
Where was the Where was the warning?
Yeah, I always have just like, I don't know, man. I mean, I get it.
Why
I
didn't you bring
understand.
this up earlier? You saw us having fires.
Yeah, you said it was fine too, but yeah,
You
separate
said
issue.
it was fine, you son of a bitch. Now I'm gonna yell at for you're fine.
I'm just not. I don't know. I don't really care.
I think he
guess.
pays the bill on this one.
Yeah.
The things you care about like blows my mind. That's
Talk
and
to
then the
Brian.
things that like the things that I'm like, Brady, why aren't you like upset? You're like, yeah, it's whatever. I'm like, Brady.
Well, see, the thing is okay. The thing is, Brad, is like I'm not mad at my landlords for having to have a fire permit. Okay, I'm mad that
I'm not-
there's a law in the first place.
But
and getting mad at that is just gonna make me more mad about other things.
The law to me, that thing kind of like it almost makes sense. Doesn't make sense. It does
Yeah.
that part. It's her doing her job and stuff.
Yeah.
But
And I'm not mad at your landlord.
Yeah.
I'm just like
it's
I'm more upset at you being so nonchalant about that. But then the conversations you get worked up at work about with me over
Those are all
something.
hypotheticals. It doesn't really matter. I don't know.
This is not a
How bad-
hypothetical. That's why it drives me insane.
How bad could that fire?
This is a hypothetical, okay? This is like a law telling me that, like, hey, you might blow up your house if you have a
No,
permit.
it's-
How
if you don't
how
have a
bad
permit.
would that fire would have to be with the cover on? Is it controlled? You know
Yeah,
what I
is
mean?
it controlled
it's in a
fire?
pit.
And I'm not
It's
like,
like
it has
15 feet
has
from the
top
house,
on
yeah.
it, right? Like
and I'm not trying to say like you had to be like
We have
you
to
s-
add
like,
gasoline
call your
and-
landlord or something. Like I keep joking,
Yeah.
But like if he told you,
we need him here on pod right now.
if he told you like it's you're good with the fires, but he knew you needed to get a fire permit.
See, I don't know, man. Maybe they need to be renewed every year or something. I have
But
no
then
idea.
like you're
You
having
never
like
had
a heated
one.
conversation with me about like I
Ever
don't know,
having one?
not having a fire permit, yeah.
something ridiculous that's like, and then you get so worked up about it. But
I-
then this is something
think-
legit.
Yeah, well, this is one of those things like nobody can really control, right?
He could have told you needed a permit.
Okay. This
It's
is
not like the DNR walking up going, "Hey, do you have a fishing license?"
yeah.
Yes, I do. Here you go.
And I'd be mad about
Like-
that too, right? Like I don't know. I'd just be like,
Depends.
I wouldn't be mad at the officer.
No,
Be mad at
I
the
know-
law that you
I know
need a
you're
fishing
doing your
license
job. Like,
to go,
yeah.
whatever.
And I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
She was doing a job.
Yeah.
She
It's
could have
so-
worded it
it's
better,
so-
but that's not
But
bothering me.
that doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's so fun.
I'm just like blown away by your landlord not saying, "Hey, you need a permit."
Well, this is something like I don't know what is it. Megan was like she
Lack
was
of communication. I get mad at that.
Yeah, and that's okay to be mad at, I guess. But like, I'm not gonna get mad at that because like maybe I should have asked before I started having fires every night too.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Anyways,
No.
Megan and Ricardo, like they just moved out to California
Oh yeah,
recently,
yeah.
and they
Oh,
can't drive.
recently.
They can't drive their car out there still.
Why?
So they've been out there for how much now? It's been like 4 months.
Why?
And they can't drive it because the catalytic converter on their car is an aftermarket and it's not California compliant.
God.
So they have been basically just like driving illegally, allegedly, for the last like 4 months
Riding dirty.
because they can't get like into a car parts shop to get a not aftermarket. They have to go through like a certified retailer there to get a catalytic converter where they can drive their car.
And
You
it would
can
be
chop it out.
063.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
just-
making a new. He's making a bingo shirt for us. And
Oh,
it
you
has
guys
like
are
the
gonna-
bingo wheel.
Oh, that would
And
be
it says they
sick.
see me rolling. And it's him spinning the bingo.
That's pretty good. I like that one. And then you got to get another one that says they see me mowing, and you got to have some guy driving a lawnmower on the front because I'd rock that
Weird
one.
Al did that one.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
can't copyright
yeah.
that one.
Oh my god, maybe you can. I don't know.
No, he'll sue
If you
me.
make those bingo shirts,
And then he made
He'll
he
sue
already,
you.
he already made a song
He
saying,
probably wrote
"I'll
a song.
sue you."
Yeah, he probably wrote a song already about the sue. Yeah.
when you get sued by Weird Al, you know you're doing things wrong.
or you're doing
Right.
things very right. Like I can't tell you the difference. Oh man. Well. Okay, this is what I had to ask you.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Now you
so-
see how it feels. quickly ask more questions and distract Brady.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we had talked about off pod, like the book smart and street smart people.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I think I want to, like, yes, you can be book smart, you can be street smart, you can be street dumb and book dumb or whatever, right? But I almost think it's better to reframe that entire argument and put people into like 3 different groups. Like, you kind of have people who will believe anything that they're told, and they'll try to apply that to everything. So it'll be like the gullible people, kind of like the people who are like still looking for Bigfoot, people who are still out.
Whoa, that's whoa.
Put a pin in it. And this is different, Brad. Looking for Bigfoot actively your entire life is different than the people who might just believe in it, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. So those people will like triple down. If you told them that video way back in the day of Bigfoot, you know, that famous Bigfoot
the black
shot,
and white one.
Yeah, like, you know, just him walking away through frame or whatever. If you convince them that was made by like a Hollywood makeup artist, they will not believe you no matter how much evidence you give them. Right? Okay. So that's like a gullible group. People.
The gullible group.
And flat earthers, whatever else you want to put into them, right? Yeah. Then you have kind of like the middle of the road people. People who are like adaptable. People who can kind of like, they'll take new information, they'll apply it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, they'll change it, right? They'll change their formula and kind of interact with everything, right? With how they do it. And then you kind of have like a third group of people. And the third group of people is you can hand them as much information as possible. They won't believe you. They won't believe the past experiences that they've had either, because they don't think that anything that they do will work no matter what.
I don't think that fits in your category.
What do you mean?
Well, you got the gullibles.
Yeah.
You got the ones that are either way. And then
the adaptable people.
The third group should be like, this is a fact. And if it's not part of the legit facts, then it doesn't work.
Maybe. And that would be maybe the
more
same.
Like your category 3s.
Yeah. That would be maybe like the same people, though. It would be people who, no matter how much info you give them, they cannot, like, it doesn't matter if it's personal experience.
If you give them actual, like, numbers.
Yeah.
Like, numbers, they believe it. But otherwise, if it's not numbers, if it's not, like, proven 100%, then they won't believe it.
Maybe. Maybe.
He's an adaptable one.
Maybe that's the maybe group then, right?
The maybe group is in the middle.
Well, the adaptable group is like, they'll take new information, they'll actively go. Maybe they go out and actually look for new information to see if it works. You know, they're kind of like the people who, okay, we don't know if this has been tried yet, but let's go ahead and try it. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let me debug it, change it up. Kind of like, you know, become a different group, right? Yeah. And then the last group
is the formula group.
But they're the people that no matter how much information you hand them, you could give them all the numbers in the book and they won't believe the numbers are real.
I feel like that goes to the first group.
The gullible group?
Because if you could give them all the numbers and prove that, hey, like you said, like Bigfoot's not real. You give them everything, but they won't believe you because they're stuck in. Right? Yeah,
maybe. Because I'm thinking, hold on. Maybe you're right on that. Because, hey.
Bree's famous maybes.
Take a shot every time I say maybe.
Yeah. It's so funny.
But you have to. Do you want to drink it all?
No, not this time.
Okay. Do you want water?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go get water for both of us then in like a second.
Setting me up here. All right.
Yeah, this is maybe.
I got you, Phil. I got you.
But this is something that too. So the double down group, right? Like the people who, no matter what you tell them about like Bigfoot, and they triple down on
Do
it,
it my way.
quadruple down on it.
Nope.
Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that.
No.
Dead by daylight.
No, but that's besides the point.
And then I feel
only
like
if you do it in my Hawaiian punch.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I did one of those ones already. All right.
This one's better.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying no. Continue, Brady.
Okay, maybe.
God
right?
damn
I'm gonna keep saying it now because you mentioned it.
Take a shot every time he says maybe.
Yeah, we're up to like 6 or 7. There's gonna be a counter tally.
I can
Okay.
get him going with maybe.
maybe don't do
God.
that. I honestly would not play this game. Like,
Especially with me and
with
Brady
me
talk.
knowing.
With me and you talking, everything you say, every argument I give you,
Yeah.
you're just like, either you say,
Now at work, every time I hear
Yeah.
maybe, I'm going to have to go take a drink. It's going to be like,
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad.
you know those pitchers of water I get at work? You need to get one of those for Brady shots. At bingo, I get like a pitcher of water for myself and then a pitcher for everyone else.
That's great.
I'm going to add something to mine.
Oh man.
Remember, you share with Caitlin.
That should be fun.
Okay.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, I feel funny. Phil.
What?
What?
were we doing?
Yeah.
We were at the movie theaters, and the guy, right when the movie ended, the people behind us just started smelling like pot. I said, Phil, did you fart?
No.
Are you sweating?
No.
Yeah, at this point, it just comes out of his pores. Like, high tense
He looked at me
situation.
like, what?
Why does it feel like we?
I don't smell anything bad. And he's like, and I'm like, I smell pot. I thought it was you, and I didn't see you light anything. So
It's just
My
when he
superpower.
breathes. Yeah. Just when he breathes out, like his lungs are so coated, it's just.
what was that? Did you see like that new it was, I think it was DC the Monster DC TV show, like animated.
Mm-mm.
One of the guys is like radiation, and he was like,
You okay? Yeah. Oh, what fell?
my sandal.
Oh. It made like a really weird
I don't know
noise.
if it was or not.
Made like a large.
The stories
popping
I've
noise.
heard about that sandal.
Should I tell that in the pod?
I don't know, dude. We have a the foot story episode, and I don't know how that's gonna flow over. Like,
Caitlin told him what happened to my sandal. All right, I'm telling it. I don't care.
okay, go do it.
At Universal, it would like rain and stuff, and I'm just walking. I walk through like puddles, and I didn't think anything of it. Apparently, if I get those sandals drenched and my sweaty feet, they reek like like cast bomb reeks. They had cleared houses and stuff.
Okay.
Our neighbor up 2 flight of stairs said, whatever that smell is, throw it away, and it's in the garage. I was like, I'm like, okay, I figured something out. It's my sandals, and I like them. So I thought, let me
That
just,
person's like a locksmith 2 floors up, and he's like, I just smelled a dead body, dude. Do you think I want to smell this now?
Get rid of it.
I know that smell.
Just get rid of
we
it.
just hear knocking, like I'm investigating on a dead body. So I thought, all right, I filled a 5-gallon bucket with water and put bleach in it and put them in that, and legitimately maggots were like swimming out of my sandals. And then and when I'm like, oh, that's gross. And Kayla like, oh
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna need that bucket.
So a week later, I'm like, all right, everything should be dead, right? so I took them out and let them air dry and stuff, and then I started putting them on, and then Kayla was like, there's probably still maggots on them. And I was like, I'm stepping on the corpse of my enemies. That's how I live life.
Warhammer 40K, baby.
That's how Brad got into 40K. Yeah.
Months later.
For the Emperor.
Oh man.
Kill the heresy.
That's insane, dude. That is insane.
That was 5 years ago, and I still have those sandals. There's still holes in them from the maggots coming out.
You gotta frame them at that point.
I mean, if they ever stop working for me.
But those are the same ones.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gross. Why even put them in this house? I'm gonna get maggots in my house now, Brad.
How long have I been doing B tier?
I don't know, but it just got warm. Okay, I don't know if he's been wearing sandals every day.
Has it been raining?
When you go to sleep, you're gonna be like itchy now.
I got bed bugs and maggots. I had the bed bugs before Brad came over. Okay.
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding.
They're just
Man, bed bugs would suck. They suck. Have you guys ever like had to deal with that before?
Once.
You just burn your
I told-
mattress.
Yeah, that was at one of the hotels.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're not
your
allowed-
hotel.
yeah,
eight.
that's why I can't.
Hotel 6.
Why I can't do hotels anymore.
Oh yeah.
Because the one that
They
had
got bed bugs.
bed bugs, blood on the pillow,
Yeah, somebody got murdered
a
there.
street light for a light for
He
the
redeemed
pool.
himself with the movie.
The last movie was good.
What movie
Yeah,
did you
this
guys
last
go
one was
see?
good.
We saw Thunderbolts. That was good.
Oh
but
yeah, Thunderbolts.
Amateurs was
sorry, the new Avengers.
yeah, the
For
new,
chat, yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I liked
And
that
Bob.
movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Bob.
And that, but the last movie I picked was Amateurs, and they didn't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, that'll
Did
happen.
you like it?
I
The
the scenes that were on the trailer,
Maybe.
I liked.
God damn it.
Those scenes that they showed in the trailer, I liked those scenes. The rest of the movie was
You see the trailer, you saw the movie.
yeah. There was one more death that happened that was in the trailer. The rest was just very slow.
That's crazy. I'm hearing good things about that Sinners movie.
I've
Yeah,
heard
so-
great things about Sinners.
We're gonna probably see that next week.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
I don't know if I want to see it in theaters, but I think like it might be a good, at home movie.
Netflix just dropped Beetlejuice, the second one.
We saw that in
I want to
theaters,
go. I want to see that. I didn't get a chance to go see
Oh,
it in
you
theaters.
know, there's not very many movies we don't see in theaters.
I know.
Yeah,
We-
because you go every week.
Yeah, when we saw episode 3 for Star
Let me know
Wars,
when you go to
Dude,
Lilo
I
and
heard-
Stitch.
I heard that movie broke like its own past record. It was like 900 million worldwide or something like that in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
That's crazy. Like a re-release
and
getting that much
Caitlin,
is nuts.
you know, Caitlin's not like a fan of Star Wars, but ever since we saw it, she's just been quoting Star Wars like crazy.
Oh no.
And we went to the Brewers game the other day.
How was that?
They lost, but yeah.
I mean,
Okay, they were playing against Caitlin's second favorite team.
I need water.
Which is?
Can I get you
That-
water as well?
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah,
bottle
yeah. I
right
just-
there.
Well, I don't know if I trust that one.
Midwest.
When I get my
yeah.
brat, it is burnt to. These are brighter than my brat are.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay. So I'm putting like ketchup and everything else I can to like cover it. And Caitlin's like, I hate you. You were the chosen one. And quoting Star Wars.
Oh my god.
You turned her against me.
Help me, Obi-Wan
Yeah.
Kenobi. You're my only hope.
For the past couple of weeks now, it's been nothing but Star Wars quotes, and I'm in love right now. I'm like, oh, love.
They say love evolves, okay? It's not a static thing, right?
It's fantastic.
No, that's yeah. I'm surprised that the movie's doing that well, dude. I still like will abide by this. I think the prequels are trash, but I know like that's a bad take nowadays.
Yeah.
But if I said
This
that
might
like
be the last episode for
if I
Brad's
said
on.
it if I said it 8 years ago, everybody would have been like, yeah, the prequels are pretty
Next
bad.
week, C tier.
Yeah. Yeah, without Brad tier. We had to remove the B. Even though I have a B in my name too. Doesn't make sense, but
We're to P tier now.
We just lost a bunch of subscribers
Yeah.
because of you.
that's fine, dude. Oh man. Have you ever seen Mr. Plinkett's review of the prequels before? Either of you?
I don't really watch people review movies.
Okay, Red Letter Media did like a full breakdown on like the prequels for Star Wars, and it's Mr.
Wait.
Plinkett, so it's hilarious. It's like one of the funniest things ever.
I think you told me to watch it, but I still was like, why would I watch a review of a movie when I can just review it myself?
Well, because you can't review it like this guy. Like this guy's just like hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Ego Raptor before? The guy who did like the Mega Man breakdown like a long time ago?
Nope.
He was like one of those pioneers on YouTube, but anyway, he like Mr. Plinkett reviews, right? He'll just go into like every single detail ever. So it's like something that you wouldn't do, right? It's something that you just like wouldn't do. He has the time to do it. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll
Water it
double
up. But you should check those out.
Maybe.
Because I think people in the comments would know, and I think we might have just gained back our subs.
I don't think so.
We might be moving back up to A tier, lads.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah, no.
I need more merch.
btiermerch.com. btiermerch.com. That should be live by the time this comes out.
Should be.
No, it will be. We got like a month.
I don't know. We're moving everything up.
Yeah,
It's coming at you fast.
We did move a lot
coming
of
at
stuff
you
up.
fast. We're coming in hot.
Yeah, we did move a lot of stuff up.
From
Do
every
you
perspective. Facebook, we
believe
are caught up.
in Bigfoot then? Is that
I
something?
think it's made a. It's kind of like any other kind of group where it's like just because, like people play Magic the Gathering, the game is fun, but like the culture itself makes it so everyone who comes together who is like plays it has them in common. So even like Bigfoot, you don't really have to believe, but you can say like Bigfoot's real just because like Santa.
It's like a following.
So I'm gonna put you down for like a maybe.
It's like a following, kind of like
and it's just like
a music group. You know what I mean? Like they have a following.
Yeah, like the Bigfoot
Or
band.
Deadheads or Juggalos, for an
Okay.
example.
yeah,
Alright.
it's like you
Like-
just have a group of people that like.
That believe in this one thing.
Now there's always one person who's like you said like way into it.
Yeah,
And you're
Oh yeah,
kinda like,
there's
like they have the bumper sticker, and then you're like, okay.
well,
they're at every show.
Yeah.
If you no,
They're at every show, dude.
they have like
Bigfoot's band out in Oregon or whatever.
They have, like,
Yeah,
the-
they've been touring for a minute.
they have like the equipment to trap him in the back of their
Yeah,
truck.
yeah.
That guy, that's too much.
Yeah.
We have like I put like a bumper sticker on that says like I believe in Bigfoot on it as a you see my Hawaiian shirt that I
This is a
got.
guy who always has a net in his back
Yeah.
seat ready to
That
capture
guy's
Bigfoot.
Squatch. I hate those
I'm going squatching this weekend.
But like the community is just like it's fun and stuff.
Yeah.
I need a Bigfoot tattoo now.
Hide it.
Hell no.
No, that's
It's gonna be blurry.
He's the best hide and seeker.
It's gonna be blurry.
Okay. That,
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yes.
Then? Yeah.
He's just blurry.
He's just
He's
blurry.
bad at taking
He always
pictures.
walks around and he's blurry.
That's
He's
why
very
there's no
not
good photos
photogenic,
because
not
he's
photogenic,
blurry.
yeah. He's just a blurry person. Yeah. He always has like the frame rate drop. Like, dude's walking around with motion blur in real life.
But yeah, like there's tons of stuff for the communities that are like that.
How about like UFOs then?
Yeah,
You
I've
guys-
seen one.
I have one tatted on me.
Okay. Oh, I knew that, but
Like,
yeah, it doesn't mean you really believe.
I do.
Right?
that's why I want to go to Utah.
There was when we were in Florida, we
I
were
want
at
to go
like
hunting,
Hunting and UFO hunting.
and I want to go drive by Skinwalker Ranch. 'Cause
that would
I
be
know
cool.
I know they won't let me on. I'll drive by. They won't let me on. I'll try, but they won't.
Why won't they let you in?
Because they're doing experiments out there.
Yeah.
They have a whole TV show. They ain't gonna let me
Yeah,
on.
they have a TV show, man. You can probably get in. Like,
Yeah, the one guy who tried to get in gets shot.
yeah, you just gotta.
I'm excited for
You
that.
need a little bit more willpower, okay?
I know him.
You just need
I
a bigger
knew
net.
him.
You just need a bigger net, Phil. Okay.
Knowing me, it'll be like the one time like either my family or like Caitlin's family will be watching it. They're like, "This is interesting," and I was like, "Whoa, it's Phil!" And then you get shot. I'm like,
Wait,
Yeah, I
what,
just-
Phil?
I just saw that his name was on the TV. That's how I know.
That's all I know. B tier.
The next episode of B tier is me sitting in that spot.
You, Brad, Jeff.
Hey guys, welcome to
we
B tier.
never even mentioned it again. Like, it's just
No
never
more
mentioned.
merch.
B tier merch is offline.
The merch that we have your picture in is just an X.
Yeah, we had to paint red over it.
Just choking.
Disintegrated by a
Or we
laser
could
on
do-
Skinwalker Ranch.
Or we could do the Weekend at Bernie's style where we have him sitting there.
Just hang him up.
Hey guys, welcome to B tier. Have a drink, Phil.
Just pour it all over. You doing all right there, bud? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good to hear. You had a good weekend.
Get your merch. Look, Phil's your favorite one.
You done any fishing lately?
Yeah. We could do a sideshow of you like fishing and I'm with you. Oh, Phil, you got another one. I can help you.
I'm flopping more than a fish.
Flopping with Phil. As a finger of
The fish wardens come by and I'm like, don't worry, I
Game
got your
wardens.
registration.
You have a license for that?
Gabe Mornings, are you catching anything? Well, kinda.
Phil's struggling, but I'm
He's
here
got
to
the
help.
license. We're good.
Hey,
Catching a buzz.
every day.
Catching anything? A buzz.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah, he is,
I think he OD'd.
Gets the point with flies around you, but we're using that as bait. Pieces of you are falling in the water, but it's attracting the fish.
Yeah, the flesh. The flesh
That's the way
falling
he'd want
off.
to go.
The best part was if we put sunglasses on you, it won't change because I'm sure you wear sunglasses when.
I usually don't, but
Oh.
no one would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that this has to happen, but if it could happen, it will happen. Yeah.
Not if this does. Not saying Phil, that has to happen.
It might
but
have to. I don't know, man.
If the next couple weeks I'm not here, ask questions.
You're going to be here.
Oh, yeah. They're not even going to ask, dude. You're going to be here. Yeah, you're on the show.
And not talking.
Oh.
If our thumbnails.
Yeah, our thumbnails just progressively get like
More and
more and more like where did we hide the body and like like where's Phil and
Yeah.
like just hidden
Smiley face.
context. Yeah, smiley face in the background.
Just smiley face, throw me in the river. They'll never know.
They'll never know. They'll never know.
We're fishing with you still. I need to borrow your boat.
Well, okay, hold
He's
up.
the bait now.
Because now I have like two questions to ask you. Last time that we were on the pod, we were talking about
That was like
the
2
smiley
weeks
face
ago.
killer.
Oh,
It
I
was
know,
like
I
it was
know,
like
I
a
know,
week
I
and a
know.
half
I
ago.
know.
Smiley face killer?
The one from
Ooh.
around here in town.
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so there was a string
The
of
cougar and the thug.
the cougar and the thug. There was a string of like college kids in like the late 90s, like early 2000s in the La Crosse area here, La Crosse, Wisconsin. And they had gone missing and ended up in the river, drowned it out.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
And a lot of them had a call sign next
That
to
was a
like
smiley
rocks
face.
that was a smiley face, right? So
Smiley-
nicknamed
yeah,
as Smiley
smiley
Face
face
Killer. And
Yep.
there was a string of murders that happened not just here too.
It wasn't
like,
just here.
There was St. Louis had a Smiley Face Killer.
Yeah.
The cities had one.
There was one out in like I don't know,
Out-
Colorado River
out
somewhere.
west there, yeah.
So everybody thinks that it was like one killer, string of murders.
Just
happened.
Do a couple and leave.
Yeah,
you know?
like leave the city
Next
after you
town.
might get found out, right? And that's why like our city police don't really give any
we
info
had like
out about
5,
it.
6 of them though. Like it was weird.
Yeah, we had a ton here. I think we had the most in the country here.
But then they also thought they was
Um,
a copycat. So
And that's kind of the other theory too. But it connected killers, whatever it would be, right?
you don't know.
But-
right.
Our theory is that it was a cougar who was like just hot enough to get any college aged boy.
Oh.
She would
Like
lead
you're
him down
hammered.
to the river.
You're hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
lead them down towards the river, and then like
There's
either
that.
have a second person come in and bop them, throw them into the river, or she would like just have
Pick
them
up a
drunk
rock and-
enough and then
yeah.
like hit them and
Yeah.
then like push them into the river, right? And
But I couldn't see a female doing that. Not alone. She'd have to have accomplice.
We don't know.
I think it's a cougar and a thug.
He thinks it's a cougar and a thug. I think it's one female.
But like it was in the 2000s before they had like the little ramp down there. So
Yeah,
like,
but
pushing someone
doesn't
over
mean
the
it.
When
railing
they're already
isn't,
drunk,
yeah, isn't
too.
that hard?
I can still do it over the ramp.
Yeah. And then they hit the rocks underneath and then they're done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you don't need to be.
And then I just paint a smiley face and leave. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not me.
Now I'm thinking it's him. No, kidding.
Do you have an alibi for these times?
Yeah, for
In
the
the early
90s to the 2000s.
I was just born.
You don't even know. You never told me how old you are, and just telling me that doesn't.
You could be lying about your age, huh?
Is that a gray hair I see in your
Sure
beard?
is. Sure is.
Yeah. So,
These
do you have a
damn
theory
kids,
for
bro.
that at all? Have you heard much about
I
it?
heard so like
Yeah.
and, like a part like I thought about that, and then I also thought like, what if it was just like legitimately just people getting super drunk, and then they brought
Wandering
up.
off.
Well, they brought
No.
up like,
Who?
hold on.
Okay.
So they was talking like they're joking to each other about like that, the smiley face killer, and then they're like, "What if we just draw a smiley face will come?" Oh. Like it'd be a ghost story or something.
And they try to swim across the river?
Well, then like if they get,
No.
I mean that's not a bad theory.
Like, no. Like,
There are lots of people who try swimming across the river, and
Especially like right where we are, because it's like you can see the other side.
it's so
Like,
it's so
this
close.
is probably
but
like
you-
one of the, this is like one of the non-widest parts of the Mississippi
Yeah.
River.
still, good luck.
yeah, it's
Good
so
luck.
close. But if you don't know that there's an actual current,
Oh,
going
it's like
crazy
a
direction.
massive current too.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
So like I'm sure
I
like
could see a dare, like a drunk dare,
Yeah.
just be like, "Hey, I bet you
I
can't
don't-
do that.
I don't
Like
think
$300
so.
if you make it to that side."
And then leave a smiley face every time? Like, I don't think
Well,
so.
and
I
that's
don't
what
think
kind of
so.
killed my theory was. I still think it might have just been like the whole like ghost stories where if you like do something crazy enough times and a ghost appears.
No, I think it's the cougar and the thug. Like, a cougar's gonna, hey.
If
Like-
it is,
like,
then
see-
I don't think it needs to be a thug.
Just
it
wait,
could
just
be
wait,
just
you're
a cougar.
I
hammered.
think it could just be the
Just
cougar,
wait, you're
too.
hammered, you're walking out of the bar, like it's closing time. Like some MILF just walks up going, "Hey, what are you doing tonight? Come with me." You're not gonna think twice. You're hammered. Like, yeah, okay, let's go. She leads you down to the river. There's a thug
But I
down
don't
there.
think. See the thug part. I don't. She could just lead you down the river and like look at the beautiful scene.
Boom.
So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, hit you with a
Kick
rock
you
or
with a
something.
boot or
Yeah,
something,
like
yeah.
I'm not saying she couldn't be alone, but like not every time.
And then
Like
even
I don't think she could consistently do it. And I don't think like the average like MILF cougar could like pick up the rock and forcefully like strike down and
but
like kill you.
I don't think they need.
I don't think they need to be like super strong though.
But I don't
But
think.
like it's not. I
'Cause
guess
this
it's
guy's
not
already
really killing you
tumbling
because
and
like
stuff,
then
you
you're
know?
throwing them in the river and they're just gonna drown. So
And
it's
like,
like
the target demographic too. It
it's
was
a
like
young male,
it was like all young white men aged
Yes.
from like you
18
know,
to 24.
18 to 24, yeah, whatever. There's a very, very like specific demographic. That's what makes me think it's like a woman.
That's what I'm thinking. Like it's
But-
a woman leading them down there. I don't think she could. I don't think a woman
I
could
think
actually
she could
do
act
it.
in her
But
self-interest
if
if
they're-
she's that determined.
if they're drunk, I feel like, and they're tipsy and stuff, just a little push over the.
But like,
Or she could even be the one daring them to go swim.
or yeah, hey,
Oh, hey, I'll sleep with you if you go swim across the river here.
swim there and back.
Gone.
Like
Right?
that could be another theory.
Yeah. That could be
But-
the other part of that theory that you
it's
have.
been disappeared for a while now. So.
Yeah, because she aged out, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think she
got
aged
too
out. She
old.
like
Too
Well,
old to
can't
be
do it
banging.
anymore. Hey, you want to come with me? No, thanks, Grandma.
What was your second question? I'm kinda
Oh,
curious.
well, you had said you had a UFO story.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but
What's that?
so it's because I don't want to sound like one of the people who's like I've seen UFOs and
I've
stuff.
seen
like
one.
that. Yeah, but whenever someone talks about that, they sound like I don't know. It sounds weird and
I mean, I sound crazy every time I talk about mine.
Okay.
Maybe.
So what I'm saying is,
I've seen the Mothman, bro.
He does have a really good story for that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, but we were like, that's why I don't like to say like UFO because I just don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like
me
that's
too,
what
me
UFO
too.
sounds
Yes,
says.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
I saw like an actual like spaceship and like
I mean,
that's a spaceship. I got
They're
abducted.
using
I don't
that
know what
new
it
word
was.
now, like UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Okay,
it's
so, like-
more it's more like lights or like
Yeah, like
orbs.
weird reflection orbs
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
It's more
Yeah.
like that for the aerial phenomenon. But it's
Yeah.
like UFO is like a flying object.
So he
metal.
might be talking more about like an orb or
It
something
might be.
weird
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Not
Like,
like a space.
I've
We'll
heard-
get to the story and then you can judge my story.
Okay,
Deal.
yeah, I'll judge you.
Deal.
So we
About
were.
your story.
This was again in Florida.
Mhm.
We're at a hotel. She picked a hotel. I want to make that clear.
Where's Caitlin?
Perfect
She
hotel.
could be here. She could be here right now.
She doesn't want to be.
That's
on
what we
video.
say when you're not at bingo. Where's Brady? Brady could be here right now.
She doesn't
That's
want to.
crazy.
She won't be here till you're on. Till you're at bingo.
That's crazy. We're never gonna get a bingo sesh or a podcast. You know
So-
what? It's probably for the better. Whatever.
And even if you come to bingo, she probably still won't be here.
She'll give you more stories and correct my
at,
stories.
at bingo. Yeah,
At bingo, yeah.
which
But
are
not on the pod.
great. No,
But anyways,
because he won't tell
maybe if
those
we do,
stories.
maybe if we don't do like a video and we do just the mics, maybe we should be on.
Okay.
She's shy camera.
We can do an audio only for
Yeah.
that, I guess.
Can we blur? We could blur
We
her out.
don't need to.
Could you imagine
Why
if she's like Bigfoot? It's just
Why
like a blur.
Yes. We could dress her up as a teddy bear.
Pixelate. Oh yeah, she could be the teddy bear.
She could be the teddy
All
bear.
right, before I get in too much trouble, I'm gonna tell my story.
The pixelated teddy bear.
Love, don't watch this episode.
With like a voice changer.
Bigfoot. He was on pod.
Black mask, voice changer.
This is my fiance. It's like, hello.
We've had to treat her like a drug deal, like when you're doing like an interview on like a documentary style for the cartel.
No,
Drugs,
you're
eh?
telling the story wrong.
Drugs
The
Incorporated.
face mask.
I need the demon voice for that one.
You know what I'm talking about? That like documentary, like just
Yeah.
hood style. Yeah. It's like
There was.
there was stealing drugs. This is your fiance? What the hell? But like we would hear it normally. So like the demon voice comes back in post. It wouldn't happen.
hilarious.
It wouldn't happen.
So like
right
she's
to
talking
us.
normal, and you guys are just like,
Oh, yeah. We're reacting like it's already edited.
Yes.
we
I'm
would be
in.
we'd be the
that would
worst.
be the last episode.
The worst podcast host of all
When that's
time.
released.
We'd blow up on that one. What do you mean?
We'd probably get famous on that one. That would be gone, but it
Yeah.
would be.
I'd be the one that
We'd
It
have
wouldn't
burns.
be in vain.
We'd have the blur. It's the blur tier.
all right. Your UFO story before we get kicked out of this or whatever.
You're good.
Before I get kicked off my own show.
I'll get kicked off. What do you mean?
Next episode,
I'm just
is
the merch
B-tier,
guy.
just me.
All right, don't know what we're gonna talk about
Hey
today.
guys, and then I get up and go over. Hey,
Demon voice. Hey.
Edit it out so it's just like, yeah. Like you just talk.
Yeah, it just looks like you're.
just keep switching my shirt.
We do a continuous shot that's just like Brad's there in all three spots.
Brad, you look amazing. Thanks, Brad. I really appreciate it.
Brad, you look great too.
Call it the Brad tier episode.
Yeah. Oh, that would be crazy.
The holy, the Brad
me and
Trinity.
Brad, if-
Me and you could be outside.
Yeah,
just
we could be
chilling.
chilling. If I set up like an AI podcast script for you, would you actually do
Yeah,
that
I'd do
episode?
All right, do a Brad.
I think
How we'll do it?
I think we all have to do one then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we probably would. Yeah,
Do we
probably
trust
would.
Jeff though?
Yes. Yeah. I trust him to talk to himself. He would probably have the most interesting episode.
Would he though?
We don't have to air it.
Did you see the fish I caught? It was his
It
huge
would.
carp.
It would not be that.
Oh,
It wouldn't be that.
Might
It would
be.
probably be a political episode. It'd be a fun one though.
For you to edit,
for
maybe.
For me to edit, yeah.
Like,
Because how you would do the editing too is like the camera would just have to stay still, and then you could just like crop the images out and then like play the videos underneath. So it's like everybody would look like they are talking to each other, but it would just be Brad. Like Brad would just
that's
be
way easier than what I was thinking.
yeah. So what I would have you do,
I was gonna switch my
baby.
shirt. Go
Yeah.
like
Well, no. You
still have
you
to
should
for at
do
least-
that.
like,
But it'll all play at the same time, so it'll just look like you're like responding to yourself in real time and everything like that. And you'll have one. You have to have one of them that just like looks at everybody and doesn't say anything. Maybe you do 4 people on
the
the show.
Trinity of Brads.
Yeah, it's like a dim lit interview sesh with just yourself, and then it's like one of you just moderating.
the Brad Tier Squared episode.
Yeah,
Like,
Brad
Squared?
because there's like 4 of them.
Yeah.
I know what it meant.
Brad squared. Tier episode. All right.
The Brads.
Your UFO.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I reminded you
Yeah.
3 times already.
Yeah, so we're at the hotel. It was like we're in the pool and stuff, and it was like a Wednesday or something. So the pool's dead. Hotel's not busy, and like we looked up and it's like almost a clear sky, but there's like some clouds, and we just kept seeing like this flickering light. And at first I thought it was just a plane, like whatever, but it would like go cross and then legitimately just make a right turn in a way that planes don't turn.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what if it's a helicopter? But then it kept like zooming by really fast, like, and making weird turns. It did like a U-turn for no.
What if it's a drone?
It was too high and it was too bright.
Could have been like a bird, maybe.
See, I'm
But
trying,
it was
I'm
like a
trying
light.
to think. Like, right. Like,
It
I'm
was a
trying to
big light,
debunk.
and like the
Like-
light was too bright to be a drone because I brought that up.
Okay.
And then it was too high in altitude to be a drone because I have a drone.
What if it's a military grade?
I mean, military grade doesn't really mean military
mean, they
grade,
have-
but okay.
They do
Military-
have extended, like, drone. They have higher.
How big was it, do you think?
Yeah, they have higher.
Was that? And I was
Like, right.
It
Like,
was
that's
like
the thing.
but
Like,
like it was just how big the light was because we never saw what it was.
okay.
It was just like the light was like ridiculously like bright.
Okay.
If it was a drone, like I said, I've flown
How long
drones.
was it like hovering around for? Like you said, it was just doing.
It was
some
like for an
weird
hour,
acrobatic
for an
stuff.
hour
Okay.
or two, and then and it wasn't like it was going too fast for a drone where it's like zoom
Okay.
fast
Okay.
because the drones don't really
No,
go that
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
And then it was like also weird that it was only in the clouds.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like if it was a drone, eventually we would like see it come down or see.
No,
it.
yeah. See it dart off a different way. Yeah.
But it was like purposely like staying in the clouds, which if it was a drone, that's kind of dumb to do.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Must if it was trying to be stealthy.
Uh,
And
yeah,
then,
I don't know.
And
That's
then
weird.
like,
That's an odd one.
and then
right.
like a year later, I took Caitlin to work, and it was like her shift was at 6 a.m, and then on the highway, we see like one cloud in the sky, and then in the cloud we see like the same light, and then we're like, and it's like this time it's not moving out of the cloud,
Yeah.
and it was just like that's weird.
Maybe it's some new military tech. Maybe it is like you know how that Nope movie
yeah.
That's
where they like
Yes,
put it in the
yes.
cloud.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
I
one
love-
cloud
that
and
movie
there's
is
That was a
fantastic.
great
The
one.
UFO
That was a
behind
good
it.
one.
When we saw that movie, the power went out in the movie theater.
Oh no.
Yes.
So like
Yes.
yeah, we're like watching the
Yes.
movie, and like it got to the part where like you understand everything about the movie, about the monster. It's like when all
You
of
know
it,
too much.
yeah, and then all of a sudden the power goes out, and like everyone in the theater is kind of like and then it was like out for too long, where it was like
Panic mode.
and then like after a while, like someone got up, and then they like went around the corner, and I'm like, Caitlin, like, now she's like, they're gonna die. They're the first to go. And then like you feel the tension in the movie theater, and then like I was like everyone's thinking like are we going to check on them or are we just assuming that they're dead? And then eventually they come back with the manager, and the manager is like a flashlight, and they're like, hey, the power went out. We don't know why. It's just like, the generator's going to come on. But when we went into the movie theater, it's a clear sky.
Yeah.
And when we left, a clear sky. So we're like, it wasn't a storm that.
Yeah, that I can
like,
maybe get.
When we all left the movie theater, everyone in the theater was kind of like,
I think I did all the damage to this bottle so far.
I think you may have, yeah. Because I haven't been drinking.
maybe.
God,
Maybe.
no.
God, that's two maybes.
I only have to do it when you say it.
Well, I said it after
You said it once.
Yeah. It's
Maybe.
only when.
God.
The maybe counter is going to be up to like 50 or 60.
I had to record one of our
This is gonna be a
conversations at
fun
work,
one.
and you're going to do one of his heated arguments that make no sense.
That was it, though? Just
Yeah,
the cloud?
Like I
The
said,
cloud is a UFO?
well, again, I don't.
Could have been. Could not been.
If you told me it was a drone, I'm like, maybe if it was like a big enough and it was causing light.
Yeah.
It's, the definition of UFO, it was unidentified.
Yeah.
This is something that never made sense to me, but me and my grandma were like chilling at her house, and it was, middle of Illinois or whatever, and it's flat. So it's just like, you could see everything, right? And we saw this ginormous orange light
Mm.
hanging above, like kind of towards Chicago area, but it was just hanging there. And it was there for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Huge orange light. Like just
You saw a
massive.
UAP.
Now, was it
I don't
just
know.
on or was it flickering?
It was just on.
Okay.
Huge orange light though.
It wasn't the sun.
It looked bigger than the sun because of how
If
close it was.
if it was-
I had to ask.
yeah,
I
no.
had to ask.
If it was,
This was at night.
Oh,
So
if it was
this-
only for a couple of minutes, I believe it was the sun. But if it was for
Yeah.
hours, then
it's a UAP.
This was like 3 hours. It happened at
It wasn't
maybe
a planet?
10:30 at
It
night.
wasn't.
I was spending the night at my grandparents' house, and me and my grandma were just watching it from the window. We were like,
It wasn't like
What is that?
It wasn't
Yeah.
like a
You know?
planet like not known to be like seen from Earth. It wasn't.
no, nothing like that, because it was too close to be a planet. Like, they were like reports too from like the news that we were watching the next day of like people watching it from like underneath it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit.
So it was
shit.
close.
there was
It was
something.
close.
It was like not on the news, but it was YouTube videos and stuff.
It wasn't
of
like
people at
it
the
wasn't
hotel
like
we're at.
meteors burning into the Earth. It wasn't like.
Well, the official story. So right, this is where everybody like probably differs on it from what I heard or whatever. It did not look like this, but they said it was the ISS like coming down from the sky,
no way.
and it was way too close to the ground.
Yeah.
It was like it was high,
I
but it
feel
wasn't
like that'd be more of an emergency than that.
and it would be like, it'd be like breaking news
Like, you're
everywhere,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So
Like,
my grandma was like, I don't believe any of that. And I was like, yeah, we were
Yeah,
watching
no-
the
no
same
way.
thing. There were like probably a bunch of people pointing cameras at it. No explanation. And
Yeah.
the only thing that I've ever heard anywhere close to what this is, it would be like the Battle of Los Angeles story for like UFOs and stuff. You guys
Yeah.
have ever heard that, where like a bunch of gunners were just shooting at like some object that was floating there and nobody really knew what it was, but
and
You know, it's on record that they were
That's
shooting
more
it.
like my UFO story.
and that happened in
Like-
the 40s, right? So like, yeah, I don't know. Like that was, I could not tell you what I saw, but it looked brighter than the sun. It was middle of the night. It lit up like the entire window that we were watching it from. And this was miles away. And yeah, it was like not that high up in the sky. It wasn't like a planet. It wasn't like a satellite. It looked closer to the ground than that, like where the clouds are, a little bit lower. So,
I
yeah,
don't
no
see.
idea.
I think aliens like come here because we are a planet that has life, but I don't think they're ever like try to make contact with us because
We're too dumb.
and we're too violent.
I think that's why they would be trying to get a hold of us, though, is because we have
But I
like
feel like-
nuclear power now, and then they're probably like, they have the ability to blow up themselves, but they also have the ability to like travel star systems. So I think we got on the radar sometime. Like they
Yeah.
were like,
Well,
we might have to intervene now because they
we've been
can
on the
blow
radar,
themselves
I
up for a
think.
while.
But I think now that's why they don't make contact with us. They just come and like observe us and see where we're going and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
like if like everything we see, every new discovery and stuff, people just want to dissect it and see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's the same if we found aliens, or if we probably have already. But then if an alien abducted us and dissected us, we're like, that's a crime. They're horrible. But we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
we're not like intelligent enough life for them.
we're
to
not a
be
peaceful
like,
life.
Yeah, to like care yet. Do you think the government is actively hiding or covering up?
But there was
Contact
there's
with
so
UFOs
many.
and stuff?
There's so
Yeah.
many. There's been people who work for Area 51. There was like that guy who like retired and he openly said,
Bob Lazar,
Yeah.
big one. Yeah.
There's been like so many of those where they're like people who used to work for the government saying like, yeah, we made contact with aliens.
Yeah. But do you think it's almost too big of a... So there's like a very common belief where it's like, if something is too big, like that, like there's too many people involved and like the word would just get out eventually, right? Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't, like, you know, more than like 12 or 15 people can barely keep a secret, right?
Well,
Not kinda
like
that
before
number.
even they announced it, there was already people saying like, yeah, they have aliens and stuff.
Yeah. And nobody really cared when they announced it either.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because like everyone's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh.
Or people didn't know how to react. Because how do you really react to that? Like, what do you do with that info? Hey,
We
there's
know.
aliens.
It'd be like the
Cool.
government saying we have
Pyramids,
nuclear bombs.
aliens.
We know.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you believe the pyramids were built?
I don't know if the aliens got involved with
I
that.
think they did.
I know.
I know.
I know.
Maybe. No. I'm sorry.
He said it twice. You missed it.
Yeah, and you pointed it out. And
I
you
did.
still missed it. Yeah. Chat knows.
There, I just took two. I got it.
Caught up.
If we could
Catching
get
up.
a counter
Oh,
I
it'll be
need
in the
one
video.
like right here.
at the end of the video, say how many times you
It'll
said,
be in the video. Yeah.
This bottle will be down to here
and you be down to here.
with the mic
And the maggots. No.
and my demons.
Okay, so UFOs exist, right? What do
Yes.
we do now? And what's
But
your story
I
with the
still don't think
UFO?
they are a threat.
They're not a threat.
That's what I don't think.
Not yet,
If we get out,
because we're not a threat.
Yeah, if we get out,
We're not a threat to them
Yeah, we're not.
because we can't break.
Them.
We can't break
Light
We
speed,
can't-
firmament. You
We-
know.
Oh,
ludicrous speed.
You know,
They
we
can.
can't. No, they can.
they gotta come from somewhere.
They're flying in. You know,
Yeah.
we can't break that.
Once we break ludicrous speed, then we're
Ludicrous speed.
Move.
We've hit
Oh.
Vlad.
That's what killed Paul Walker. We're not going there.
Ludicrous killed Paul Walker.
Of anyone who has ability, Paul Walker's family.
For
So
family.
what's your UFO story then?
I was out in my front yard playing baseball, and I was like 14 years old. And all of a sudden, we saw this thing come flying in through the sky. And I went inside, got my telescope. I had a telescope at the time. I like lined it up, and we saw this like object in the sky playing green, blue, purple lights. So it's like it wasn't a plane because I've never seen a plane with purple or like blue lights. So it's like I don't know what it was, but then like all of a sudden we were like sitting there for like 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
and then like just sitting there
See,
like watching it.
That's the thing that always gets me because it's the length.
The length.
like yeah,
Yeah.
Like
And
mine wasn't like 5 minutes of this. It
No,
was like hours.
it
of
was
just
like
keep going
2.5
back and forth.
hours. Like
Yeah.
we were following it through the sky, like just like
Yeah.
it kept going like different directions, and then all of a sudden like it got like dark, so like all the stars like started coming out, and then it all of a sudden disappeared. And we're like, where the f- did that go? Like, what was that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And,
like definitely the
like-
length thing. It's like, why is it just there for 3
Like,
4
right.
hours or whatever?
And then all of a sudden gone. Like, right.
doesn't make
like,
any sense.
I could see, but like me watching the sky at night, like I could see like what are they called? Like the satellites, like flying through the sky. One solid swipe through the sky. You know, like I can be like, oh, that's a satellite, but I can't be like, oh, what is that? Like, it's not a plane. It's not a helicopter. Like, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like,
See, I'm more apt to believe that too, where it's like, hey, I saw this object. It was just floating there, doing some weird movements and, leaving or whatever. I'm not apt to believe the alien abduction stories.
Yeah,
and
see,
stuff.
that's why.
Where I'm like,
when I tell
you're
people-
not gonna believe Cartman.
That's why I don't like saying like I've seen aliens. And
No,
stuff, 'cause
I
don't
haven't.
know what it was.
I haven't.
Yeah.
No, right.
Yeah, it's just like an actual unidentified
I can't prove
flying
it.
object.
Like, right.
Yeah.
It could be if you told me like, look, this is the drone. You show me it. I'm like, wow, it is that.
Like you let me like look through and you let me see like a purple and blue like lens on it. Like, I will believe your story.
Well,
I don't want to sound like one of the people who's like, I've seen aliens. They abducted me and stuff like that. And
I'm
you
not
sound
the
like a
guy
crazy
on like
person.
alien ancient.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
The only ones that I've heard of that where it's like maybe is that couple that was like driving out to Vermont.
yes. Yes.
It just happened in like the 50s.
Yeah.
They're like the most famous story of that though, where like they just got abducted. They were like, they woke up at their house the next morning, no recollection.
Yes.
Their car was still parked out in the middle of the road.
I mean, I've had a couple.
Yeah, so it's
I've
like
had a couple nights where I've blacked out like that, and I drove home.
and then walked 80
then,
miles
like-
back home. Yeah.
No, I drove home. Worse.
Yeah.
And I make it home, and then I go, "How did I get
I
here?"
just
And
like
I,
to-
went,
Yeah.
I like look out the window, my car's still there. I'm like,
I like to imagine you're like, how did I get here? It's just a cornfield with your like car going through half of it.
"Hey, I
So
made it
rational.
without any tickets. All right,
No one got hurt. Okay.
a couple deer may have got hurt, but it's not my problem."
Yeah.
Like,
There's someone who lives down the road from me.
that's miscolored.
Yeah, there's magnesium in here.
Sure. Or did I get to it? Oh.
I hope not. Does not look like Hawaiian Punch, but
Someone down the road from
Hey,
me.
my additive doesn't look like Hawaiian Punch.
okay,
It looks more like water.
okay. I just don't think you got to this.
Dangerous.
If you did get to this, then like you drugged me, and then I'm gonna have more issues.
B tier,
Maybe
baby.
you
D tier, drug tier.
Well, then I got to him too.
The water that he gave you.
The water that I literally
He
got
got
out of the
it.
sink. I wouldn't do that to
I'm
you, Brad.
quick.
Sleight of hand,
The 2
baby.
seconds I looked up at him and was ranting about him. Like,
You see that cart trick he was doing? What was that movie we were doing that drinking game to? Is that Now You See Me? We made a drinking game for Now You See Me.
I think so.
And every time they said the I, we drank.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that game was fun, dude.
Oh,
that was fun.
Like, I've never seen, like, the Now You See Me movies and stuff.
Really?
So, yeah, like,
That
just
was fun.
Yeah.
never,
That
or I might have seen it, but
I think
just
they're coming
forgot
out with like a
completely.
third or fourth one.
third one.
Whatever one
Third
they're
one.
up to.
We've been
Yeah.
talking about that
Whatever
for a
they are.
while.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had played a drinking game.
I'm okay
and,
with that.
dude. We were just drinking the whole time
the
because they
one-
kept saying the I or like the trick or whatever, and everybody was like, ah.
The scene
The
where
whole
they
night.
put like the microchip on the playing card and then like pass it around the room is ridiculous.
It's insane.
Because like they're
Oh,
like frisking someone
that
and
was
then
one
they
of
like
the-
throw it down and so it goes to the next person
that
that they're
was
gonna
one of
frisk.
the that
But
was
they
one
just
of
do
the
it to the
drinking
first
game
person who got
parts.
frisked. Then they did
Oh
that
my
too.
gosh, Brad! Every time the card got thrown, you had to drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
whole
that was a
scene-
drink.
That whole scene, you were just glurgling
I
it
don't need
down.
a glass.
It's like-
at this point.
it's like
yeah,
Thor
you just
throwing
grabbed
it.
the bottle at that point.
Thor throwing his hammer. It's like, Like,
Yeah, we did the Avengers one, and everybody was supposed to grab a hero, but we just did all of them.
Here's your next one. Next one. Watch The Big Lebowski every time they say dude.
Oh, dude, I'd be done.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna
That's
halfway.
worse than the maybes on this episode. I had to.
I need more now.
Oh man, I will calm down.
No, you're not. No,
I
you're
can
not.
get him going.
It doesn't matter for you.
I know it doesn't matter.
The
It's-
real question is, well, did we all share our UFO stories?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
is
I
there-
want one
I
more
believe
thing.
so, unless you
One-
unless you
one
have
more
one.
thing.
This is quick.
I got
And
mine.
this
It was
isn't
the
even-
ISS
this isn't
going
even
down.
like a USO. It's just like down the road. My neighbors live on like a hill.
Yeah. Did they have a fire permit?
I don't know. I don't know them, but
Oh.
it's just funny.
They live
Oh,
on the hill they're gonna die on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but they live like a little in the middle of this little bump because it's not even. I wouldn't
a
even consider.
mound.
Yeah,
The hill they're gonna die on.
but you don't even see their house. You just see like the very top of it, and then they just have like all these lights shining because they like have a patio lights and stuff. But when you go by their house, it looks just like from like any alien movie where like that people set up all those lights.
The swingers.
It looks like a scene from E.T.
Okay.
Swingers.
They're not. They don't have upside down pineapple. Not,
Are you
not that
sure?
I'm not.
Like,
I'm not one for judging. So
Do
I
they
don't
have
know.
a permit for that? Yeah, I don't know anymore. It must maybe.
Florida man knows.
I think.
Yeah, Florida Man's not my new AI. I just ask Florida Man for things I don't know
There
anything
is-
about.
There's been a couple of times when I passed like cars in Florida that had like the upside down pineapple on the back of their car or stuff. A couple, and I mean in the years I've been there too.
I'm gonna create a shirt now.
You can wear that shirt, and
I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm not gonna
Brad
wear
said
it.
he's gonna burn it.
I'm not gonna say where it is. You'll just have to find it. Good luck.
Okay, so I guess I have two different questions. Do you guys want to
Good
do
luck.
do you guys want to do a hat question,
Yes.
or do you guys want to do a mochi?
A what?
Mochi.
I love mochi.
What the f is that?
I've never had mochi.
No.
Oh, okay,
I,
so
I
this
think
is
we have
good
to
now.
go with that then.
Yeah, go ahead and open it.
Open.
I was like,
you
I've
can
not,
send a question.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Well, we have
You
to
never
tell
had
him.
mochi?
So
No.
it's like a rice like donut, right?
Is it? Did you freeze this,
No,
Brady?
I didn't have.
Brady.
I forgot.
I don't know what this is. What is beach here anymore?
This is a variety show now. We do good mythical morning.
How you
taste
doing
testing.
over here?
I don't know.
This is turned into drunk tea.
Couple maybes too much. All right.
couple.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna say it. I had to refrain right there. I was like, couple what now? Couple of who's? No, I didn't. I forgot.
I thought
to
we were
freeze
gonna
it. That
say
was my
it, so I
bad.
was like,
Because I was like, I froze the first one I had to, and I was like, oh man, I forgot to do that for this one. It's probably
Yeah,
still,
they're supposed to be frozen.
but they're still gonna be good.
I don't know.
They're still gonna be good. They're just gonna be a little bit like probably be fine.
Yummy.
Yeah, the green tea is like probably one of the best ones.
I haven't had a bad one.
What is this?
It's a
What
rice.
is it?
It's like
No,
a
like,
rice
what
donut,
is it?
dude.
Like
It's called mochi. Like
It's supposed
has
to feel
like
like
a-
ice cream.
it has like a green tea like jelly in it almost. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a jelly though, like a jelly donut. Right?
It's better frozen, but Brady.
I thought. I have ice cream though.
Oh,
is it still marshmallow?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because we
fire,
still have a lot of that left.
Fire. That was so good.
That in root beer is so amazing.
You got root beer?
Not right now.
Ah.
How do you like it though?
Not bad. Not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I think that's kind of.
it's way better frozen.
Yeah, you can freeze the
wouldn't
rest
know.
of them.
Oh,
No.
We
It's
can-
not bad though.
We can freeze the other two. Wow. Wow.
It's
That
not
was
bad though.
kind of dramatic.
Like I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, actually.
Okay.
Like just hearing the name,
Yeah,
Mochi?
green tea, mochi.
but like
mochi's a fun word to say.
I've heard like of like the mochi donuts,
Well, that's kind of what this is, right?
but like kind of.
When you freeze, it tastes more like ice creamy.
See, like
Oh,
yeah, I would love to experience that.
I got you. Next time I try getting some and freeze them.
Do you guys ever have macaroons before?
Yeah.
Okay, those
trash.
are.
They're overrated, I think, too.
Okay. Okay.
Trash.
I'm just gonna. Who wants to ask a question from that?
Like even I bought
We got
I bought-
steamed. We got soup dumplings.
Okay.
And I've been making those lately, and those are amazing.
I bought
dumpling soup is so good.
Well,
That's
it's
the
like-
only soup I like because it's just noodles and
These are the soup
Like,
inside the dumpling.
Oh,
For your mac-
So when you take a bite, it's
it's
literally
like the whole soup experience.
Yeah,
I'd be into that.
I tried bringing those in sometimes.
Was it good?
Is
They're
it-
I can't.
Is
Pig
it like
loves
for
it.
your
beef in
mac-
it, or what
for
kind
your-
of like?
You can do chicken, beef. Or,
Okay.
For your macaroon story though, like I even tried edible macaroons.
oh,
They're not for me, but I ate them.
Were they not edible before? I'm kidding.
I mean-
I'm sorry.
I mean, if they
Maybe.
were, if they were, they ain't for me. But I ate the whole thing because I needed
stop
it.
playing.
Like,
Yeah, I think for like the health of everybody on the show.
Health or everyone else.
Like-
I think the health
like
or one person.
would I have ate it if it wasn't edible? No.
No, so you don't like macaroons then?
It depends on how they're made.
See,
How
like,
about the shop up in?
Each place how they're made is different.
Have you been to the one up in the cities? There's one in the Mall of America.
Mm.
Okay, that's probably the best one that I've been to.
The
Locally.
only macaroons I've tried are in Vegas,
Okay,
and one out of two spots.
was it like a street vendor?
No, one out of two spots was a street vendor, and the street vendor had a better product than the dispensary.
I believe that.
Caitlin was
I
a
believe that.
is a baker,
Street vendors are the best.
and she used to make those, and they're not bad. I just think that they're not as amped up as.
Can I give her ingredients to add to mine?
What?
What?
She's not a baker
You already-
anymore.
Well, she
used to
better
bake.
be.
Why she works with us?
Well, she can still be a baker. So am I. I'm still a cook.
Oh.
I mean, that's fair.
Speaking
But
of-
macaroons aren't as easy to make as
no, they are horrible
Yeah.
to make.
they're.
Trash.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Like for how much
worst-
work you had to put in,
the
and for how
worst-
much society has made them
The
sound
worst
amazing.
dessert you can ever
They're
ask
like-
for.
They're not bad.
Ever.
They're just not.
Well,
No.
maybe you have to get them in France, right? Aren't they like
No.
a French thing?
No.
French
Hey,
pastry
speaking
shop
of
or
France,
something
have you
like
ever had snails?
Yes, they're
Snails are
delicious.
good.
Delicious.
I love snails.
But I feel like that feeling of it just sliding down the back of your
But
throat.
it's not
and
even the feeling.
It's like an oyster. It's like an
Yeah.
oyster.
But it's like
shell.
more garlicky and buttery.
Yes, yes. It's not even. The
And it has
feeling.
like imagine.
It's a texture thing. It's a texture thing for me.
we should do that here.
Yes.
I would do it on a show, yeah,
Yes.
but just because I'd like,
Let's do
the
it.
reaction, I guess, is
We
probably
have
worth
fish.
more than.
Let's do it.
Yeah. How about like octopus? You guys
I'm
like
in.
legs?
Deep
Hell
Octopus
yes.
leg?
Calamari.
Calamari is
I'm
so
in.
good. It is so
I'm-
good.
I used to make it at Eduardo's.
It's good.
See, calamari.
I miss Eduardo's, bro.
Yeah. Is that place not around anymore?
No. I miss Eduardo's, bro.
I
See,
would too.
Deep frying stuff, I love it. But
Yes.
like, when you have it like cold, have you
Oh,
ever-
it's trash.
I don't like it
Trash.
cold.
I feel like it needs to be like warm.
Yes, it
Yeah,
has to
needs
be-
to be
it
like
has
a
to be deep
hot-
fried,
It has to be
yes.
like a hot like meal.
Yes.
It
yes.
can't just be
Trash.
So,
Yes.
This is a question then. Is that considered a dessert?
No,
What?
it's an appetizer.
Okay.
Calamari?
Yeah.
Where did you get a dessert from?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly.
I think you can have that.
He's
as
taking this
dessert.
from Mario Kart.
What do you mean?
I mean,
You say this every time we get it at Mario Kart.
Yeah, because we have this map called calamari dessert.
It's
Or calamari desert,
It's
but calamari
desert.
dessert would be funnier, I think. And yeah, I always say that. I'm like, oh yeah, calamari is like the best dessert ever. Like it's always like the meme. Dang. Don't make me say it.
Say it. We're already there.
I think we were there.
We're already
For a while.
We've been there for a minute. No, go ahead and read the question. The B tier bowler hat question
if you're gonna read
of
the
the night.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Tequila.
Now you gotta choose a different one. Freebird.
That's not a bad one.
7 minutes. You can do your one and done. And then you could yell
Through the
Freebird
fire
before
and
the
flame.
The 12 minutes.
it's all instruments.
Guitar, you're just doing that.
Like, you just have to do that the whole time. You're just jamming out on the karaoke mic. I could do
Damn,
that.
you took tequila. You took what?
Freebird.
Freebird.
Damn.
Oh, it's
Tequila is my go-to
free.
song.
Why do you think
Yeah.
there was a place we went to in Florida that was like a Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
And every Wednesday, like they did karaoke,
Mm-hmm.
and we would go there all the time to like listen and stuff. We never sang, but they would like sit us at these tables where you couldn't see the person,
Yeah.
and it's just because
You're the judges at that point.
So it felt like that like show where like they're like listening and
Simon Cowell is over
they
here. He's like,
spin.
oh, the spin one?
Yeah.
Like the
I
voice.
turn around.
Like, yeah.
we're
Everybody
sitting,
turn around.
we're sitting there and like we were like listening. We're like, they're not bad. You look like, oh my god, oh, they're hearing them is amazing.
Yeah.
They're missing.
That's
a
what
tooth,
it
though.
matters. That's what matters, Brad. That's
Yeah.
what matters.
Yeah. That's so great.
We're
That's
sitting
so
there with
great.
like our nachos and stuff like that.
Oh, you know what's kind of a fun song too is what's the song? Now I'm gonna blank. Right when I like am gonna say it. You know how like right when you're gonna say something and then you just
Yeah.
can't. It's right on the tip of your tongue. Something down in Texas. What is that song?
Georgia.
My ex is down in
Maxis,
Texas. That song is really fun at karaoke. But yeah,
That's on. I feel like
my ex is down in Texas.
I think I'm gonna go with like
chicken fry is a good one.
I
chicken
don't know.
fried's
I don't
a
know.
good
Chicken
one.
fry.
I think I'm gonna go with Hates Me, bro.
She's who's that by?
Puddle of Mud.
Oh,
She
okay.
hates me.
Okay.
Brady, I'm gonna play that song.
Or
for you.
wait,
You're
wait,
like, yeah,
wait,
I know that
wait,
song.
wait, wait,
It's
wait,
an
probably.
American song now.
No, wait,
Yeah. I believe you. I
Give me
believe you.
Rockstar by Nickelback.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
That's a good
man.
one.
The middle
Don't
by
stop believing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I
That
think
one's overplayed.
It's overplayed.
It's- no,
but
it's a
still-
good
It's
song.
overplayed.
it's like the final countdown.
That's like
Yeah.
hairball
Like,
style.
it's
It's,
good.
overplayed.
It's like
Or Queen.
We Will Rock You by Queen.
Yeah, Queen
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
It's like they are overplayed, but they
Bohemian
still.
But
Rhapsody
that's
is
why they
tough.
that's
Like,
why they
tough.
like overplay because
Yeah.
they're
Tough.
good. It's
Everyone
like good
knows it,
music.
everyone
Give me
Yeah.
Country Roads.
Country
Road.
Roads.
Yes.
John Denver. Oh man, dude, I cried to that song. I can't.
Really? We play it every road trip.
Give me
I
Country
sing it in Mario
Roads,
Kart.
baby.
Yeah, no, man, that thing, that song hits
Did
sometimes.
you know that the song Country Road is not about West Virginia? It's
No.
about,
No,
it's about Virginia,
Yeah.
the west side of Virginia.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. The west side of Virginia. Yeah.
Because, like, yeah,
West Virginia. Take
we
me
were like
home.
looking up, and
But
we're
if
like,
you've ever been there, okay, all of those places are so close. It's
Yeah.
like doesn't really matter. You know?
like the day I realized that, like someone said, like that's not in, like I'm from Virginia, that's in Virginia, not West Virginia. I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way, and I looked it up, and
There's no way.
everything's
Chattanooga,
there.
and yeah. Shenandoah River, whatever. Yeah, all that stuff is in
Cool.
Virginia. It doesn't matter.
What else
It's all
has
the
been
same
lied to
area.
me?
Pennsylvania is not a real state. It's a commonwealth.
These Bovilles lied to me. Oh, wrong reference.
Do you get, when you go on a road trip, do you have like certain songs that you have to play?
No.
Oh, you dude.
Wait,
lately, I've just been
On the
listening
road
to
again is definitely one.
That's a good one.
Okay, on the road
We
again.
have to
oh, that's a
play-
good karaoke song. On the road again.
So we have to play We Built This City
Yeah,
because
okay.
of the story.
Yeah.
like,
I will walk 500 miles.
That's a good-
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Country Road, we play every road trip.
Yes.
I feel like country roads you have to save for out east. You're like heading out that way.
I have to say for
We live in the
Louisville on Mario
Midwest.
Kart.
Half of our roads are country roads.
That's pretty good. That's true, yeah. But then you
I
gotta
will-
then you gotta listen to country music.
I will walk
I like to listen to
500
country music when I'm
miles.
grilling.
Oh,
On the road you do?
No, when we're grilling, that's
Oh,
when I like
grilling.
to listen to country
I
music.
feel like
Bad
beer
to-
in hand,
Yeah,
like
Bad-
grilling, and that's the American country.
Yeah, and
like
you're feeling country
yeah,
music.
Yeah, yeah. I
bad
feel
to the
that.
bone. I'm driving.
Yeah.
Bad to the
Bad to the
bone.
bone.
Smoke on the water.
That one.
Yeah.
I played them on
I don't play it all the
order.
time, but that's a good one.
Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult.
That's a great
That's
one.
a great song.
That, We also
It's a great
me
song.
and Caitlin would
Cult
also
of Personality.
Yes, banger.
Cult of Personality.
we would also play this.
Punk. Yeah. Oh.
We also play the Godzilla theme song.
the Godzilla theme.
Yeah, you know.
It's like playing the Jaws theme song or like the Star Wars theme song.
No,
Yeah,
no. It's the Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger.
I don't like the Eye of a Tiger.
No
the
way.
Tigers.
Yeah,
No way.
I think like when I was younger, I loved
Rocky's
it,
gonna get you.
and then it got like
He's gonna
overplayed
get-
when I was
he's
younger,
gonna
and
get
then I was
you.
like, "This sounds
Nope.
good."
No.
I think Eye of the
It's like
Tiger.
Don't Stop Believing
I-
is not good.
Eye of the
That's
Tiger.
not the best song the Journey has. I say it's number 3.
What's your favorite Journey
What's
song?
your favorite joint? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, that's like respectable.
Okay. What's your number 2 then?
Oh, I can't think of it at the moment.
Do you like Journey or Foreigner better?
Ooh,
Or...
that's a question. That's a hack question.
It's a hack question? No, I feel like it's not a hack question. It could just come up.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with Journey.
Journey. Okay.
Ooh.
Those like, because there's like
Do you like
bands.
Journey or Styx more?
Journey.
Okay.
Sticks.
I like Styx more.
Sticks.
There's
We
like.
gotta see them live.
Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So did I.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Are they still on tour?
Yeah.
They were. I don't know if they are still.
That's crazy.
Like,
Because I feel like they're like older.
They
Yeah,
are
no,
older.
They gotta be in, like their
I
80s.
tried like introducing Caitlin to Styx on a road trip, and she's like, "Yeah, they are good." And then we went to see them live. She was like, "Now she's playing."
Jumped in. I've seen like Journey live, and yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Journey Live
Because
is
they've
sick.
done like reunion tours. now
Journey
so many times.
Live
Same
is
thing with like
sick.
AC/DC.
I've seen
and
Journey.
them, but
I've seen AC/DC.
I feel like there's because
I've seen Nickelback. Nickelback Live is sick.
like Eye of the Tiger, right? You just mentioned that song, and I don't know why, but like
Banger.
my brain instantly went to
Banger.
like that whole genre of music of like 80s gym pump up
Mine's what-
montage music.
See, mine
And then
went
Push It to the Limit came to mind right away, and I'm like, that's like one of
Push
my,
it to the limit.
that's like one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, I
No
think that's
way,
like
no
that is
way.
a peak for me, dude.
No
that's like
way.
a top 8
That's
for
the
me.
South Park episode.
Push
No
it
way.
to the limit.
No way.
Oh, dude, because that song and then just counting money, like it just goes hand in hand. Just goes hand in hand. Like I don't know.
Do you
man.
guys have certain things that you do on road trips that like?
Well, when you
Or, like,
mentioned is there
like-
like playlists do we listen
Yeah.
to or music? My brain immediately goes to like usually we just watch the latest Creepcast. We
That's
just have
fair.
that thing like rotating and
That's
we're just
fair.
driving or whatever, you know. Or we'll like listen to a podcast or something.
Have you seen the movie Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yes.
Okay.
Not for a
Yes.
while.
But
Not
you,
for a
so
long
when
time.
they get pulled over, and there's like, or when they like say like we should call cops, and he's like, what am I supposed to say? It's been a doozy of a day, officer. Yeah. Here we were doing some yard work, and some teenagers started killing themselves on our property, and it doesn't look. So now whenever we pass a cop, we say like that's just
It's
a
been a
line.
doozy of a
It's been
day.
a doozy of a day, officer. It's like now our like thing, it's like when you
Yeah.
see like a punch buggy, but we say
yeah. That's
Yes.
great. I like
We
that.
were-
I'm
we
gonna
were-
see a cop next time. I bet
Every time
it's
you
a
see-
doozy of a day.
Just say it, yeah. It's so.
The
We were
last ti-
listening to
The last time I saw one was at work though, so I was like, oh,
I like the when you and me when I was driving you home and we drove by a cop and we're like, what are the odds of him pulling over? Like me, he's not gonna pull me over. You, he might pull us over, so it's
Oh.
50-50.
it depends on who's driving. Yes,
But then he pulls over the person in front of us.
So you guys are like, oh, you pull it over and then
Him 100%. Yeah.
like,
yeah, he hit the lotto
oh.
today. Not me.
And then we also do. We were listening to like classic rock, and we passed by like the "Welcome to Minnesota" sign. And then, like as a joke, Kane was like, "Welcome to Minnesota." No. So now that's what we do every time we pass this sign. There's like a whole bunch of like little like things
You
we
guys
say.
have like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do that yet. We do the like.
Oh,
some,
the
like-
baby
yeah.
face. Yeah. Yeah, me.
Phil saw that.
You know, this isn't like related to like a trip or like a car trip or anything like that. But me and Kayla our thing is like filling up too many water bottles and putting them in the fridge, and then complaining about how much fridge space we don't have.
I do that with leftovers. So I'm like, look, we have to start eating some of these leftovers.
We don't have any room anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm gonna put the new ones. Like, yeah, we just do that with water bottles, so they're just water.
We like if we ever pass sometimes like the Mississippi when we had like a big area, she like what if like we saw like Godzilla was all of a sudden real and we just saw it, what would you do? I'm like, I would go that way, like away from him. And then she's like, nah.
Stop and get a picture.
She's passenger, she can just take pictures. I'm driving, I can't.
Blurry. Blurry.
Bigfoot blurry.
Photogenic.
He's
then-
just blurry. He's just blurry.
But then she'd play the
The evidence is
Godzilla.
there, dude.
She needs to play the
Damn,
Godzilla
play
theme
my
song.
own-
Yeah,
I'm playing my
the
own
theme
card
song,
against
yeah.
me.
For how many times we play movie theme songs in the car?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just we always are
The
playing
Jurassic Park theme song
both
is
of them.
amazing.
Both of them.
But it's also John Williams
Yes, yes.
producing.
The
Like,
Harry Potter one, the
Yeah.
Godzilla,
he's done.
the Avengers, the
Yeah, the Avengers, man.
Transformers. I could go through the
Oh
list.
man, if you really want to go on a journey, do the Inception
Yeah,
soundtrack.
that one's amazing.
Yeah, that'll make you feel like you're just on a cloud.
Like we play they have like quizzes where you like guess what movie the theme song's from. And we play that in the car.
I used to play.
Oh, the Interstellar soundtrack.
I used to play with
Yeah.
my sister, like, cause she like used to know my playlist from like, cause I used to drive from like 30 miles from like my mom's house to my dad's house, so it's like I used to have the same playlist that drove through the 30 miles. So it's like, oh, if you guess this, I'll skip the next song, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and she got good at it. She got good.
Yeah.
She got good.
They were skipping the whole playlist.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
That's
You
good.
just cycle through again.
And then I had to like switch my playlist up. Like,
Yeah, you gotta mess it up every now and
Like,
again.
hey,
rotate
you
You
it.
don't know-
accidentally push repeat and
no,
playing
it's
this-
like you don't know what's next. So I pick skip.
yeah.
So it's like skip through all
Shuffle.
my shuffle. Yeah, so it's like
Shuffle on
good
the
luck.
old, like, iPod.
yeah. Like,
It's always funny
but
to
then
me.
she
that-
like name them. I'm like, a couple new songs. Like,
yeah, and then she wrote them down, and they're like bangers. Yeah,
and then now her playlist, she can thank me.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all you.
Yes.
It's all you.
Yeah.
And then also
Well,
every time
she was a freshman when I was a senior.
Okay.
So like, yeah, she owes everything to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
You like sculpted her entire high school career. So yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly though.
teachers that hated me, hated her. Great. Perfect. Like, I scraped this. You're gonna follow.
also our new thing, we've been doing this for a couple years. Whenever we pass like a house, we judge it and like
Yes.
what would we do
Yes.
differently? Do
Yeah.
we like the house? I don't like. I love the design. I hate the color. You know,
Yeah.
house
I've-
shopping, but
Mm-hmm.
I
me and Caleb play that game now,
I need you
but
guys to drive by a house for me.
drive by your house.
No, not
I
my
was gonna say I
house.
passed it a couple
Not
times.
not my house. A house for me.
Oh, buy you one
Well, just see what you guys think.
Okay.
What you guys would do.
for yours.
Maybe.
Okay,
me
a
and
greenhouse in the back. I'm
I
pretty sure
might,
you're.
I might flip, I might flip
Me and
it.
Kayla used to play that game.
I
But
might,
it's always the same thing. We're like, yeah, we just need the wraparound porch, and then we probably need to like knock out that. To put,
I might
Yeah.
put
flip,
like a game room
I might
there.
flip
you know?
it just to buy
It's
my
always the
grandma's
same.
house. You know, I might flip it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we end up.
I'll
building a house.
cut
That's
you
probably what we're
in.
gonna
I'll
do.
cut you in.
Cut it in. Cut it in a little bit of. Cut of that pie. A little bit of that pie. Get you-
All right.
I'll cut
Get you in there.
I'll cut you in. Try me. Try me.
Try me.
I'm trying him. I'm trying to get him to say maybe.
Oh, you want-
I'm
you wanna
done.
try him?
I capped out. I capped out at 19.
He's got automatic weapons. He's got automatic weapons. I just got pumped. Like, you want to try him? You got to try me.
Brad's trying to get one more out of me, and I'm done. I capped out at 19.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't even think that's like the real number,
I don't think
but
it is.
I'm gonna
Maybe.
guess. I'm gonna guess.
Maybe.
19.
Really? I think it's under.
Maybe.
Under 19?
Yeah.
Are
Maybe.
you gonna take the over?
Maybe.
But this is
I'll mark him for over.
Come on, give me a maybe.
Over the limit.
let's do. But at this
Oh, I'm
point,
driving now. All right.
at this part. So if you say after this and it leads up to more, then
Yeah, but I
I'm driving
think we're
now.
at the hour and a half point.
I'm
already.
driving
probably.
after
But we're
this.
still talking.
I'm
No, that's
driving.
true.
Yeah.
I'm
That's true.
driving after this, so he better say maybe.
You better not be.